You ever stop and think, could you eat something specifically for your brain or for your lungs? Well, today we're diving into a set of really cool visual guides that claim you totally can. We're going to take a little journey through the body and see exactly which foods are linked to which organs. So let's get right into it.
And this question, it really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? We usually think of food as just general fuel for our whole body. But what if it was way more targeted than that? What if the carrots on your plate were, like, sending a direct message to your eyes? That's the core idea we're exploring today. And according to these guides, the answer is a big, resounding yes. So come on, let's take a visual tour of the human body, starting from the top and working our way down to see exactly what food-to-organ connections they're talking about.
All right, first up, we're starting at the very top with what you could call the command center. This is all about your brain and your eyes. You know, the two organs that are basically in charge of processing the world and telling the rest of you what to do. So let's take a look at these two critical systems. The guide we're looking at suggests that a handful of key foods, ones packed with things like healthy fats and antioxidants, can directly support how they function. Let's see what they are. First, the brain. The guide points to 4 power foods. You've got walnuts, which famously look like a little brain, and are packed with omega-3s. Then there's eggs, great for something called choline, which is vital for memory. Flax seeds, another great omega-3 source. And, of course, blueberries, famous for those antioxidants that help protect our cells. Okay, next up, our eyes. Now, we've all heard that carrots are good for your vision, right? That's probably because of their beta-carotene. But this guide also throws in sweet potato, drumstick leaves, which actually come from the moringa tree, and amla, also known as Indian gooseberry, which is a fruit that is just loaded with vitamin C. So, moving down from the command center, we're now entering what we can call the body's engine room. This is where we'll look at the organs doing all the heavy lifting, the filtration, the processing, the transport, basically the machinery that keeps us running. And here, we're focusing on 2 absolute powerhouses. Your lungs, bringing in that essential oxygen, and your liver, which is like the body's main filter, processing pretty much everything you eat and drink. So let's see what the guide suggests to keep them happy.
First up, the lungs. So the guide lays out 4 key ingredients to support our respiratory health, and one of them comes with a little bit of a mystery.
Okay, so this is where it gets a little interesting. There's a small mix-up in the original image. It lists turmeric, black pepper, and tulsi, which you might know as holy basil. But it also has this picture, which is clearly ginger, and labels it turmeric as well. So for our purposes, let's just say the 4 ingredients are turmeric, black pepper, ginger, and tulsi. Now onto the liver, the body's #1 detoxifier. The guide here recommends beetroot, lemon, turmeric,